Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great week. This week I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is there's no more lift, so no more lift science. But the good news is that we're going to keep doing these videos for Sunday. So Sunday Kids program, we're going to do online science videos as well. So we're going to keep this going. And this week we're actually doing the last week of Psalm 23, and we'll read that passage again in just a little bit. But this week we're talking about how God blesses us. And it's a really interesting lesson because the way that I thought about how God blesses us is that a lot of times we don't even see what He's doing for us. We get so caught up in what we want and what we're doing that we forget to think about all the things that God has done for us and to be thankful and grateful for those things. So, we might complain that we don't have, a fancy new toy, or, we don't get to go and do whatever we want, but we forget that God is giving us everything that we need every single day. He's given us, the food that we eat, the families that we have, the places that we live. He's done all these things for us, and He gives us even more than we ever ask Him for. So, even when we don't see it and we think that He's not there, in everything that we have, He's blessing us, and He's giving us, what we need, and a lot of times not only what we need, but even more than that. So this week for our science, we're actually going to look at some things in nature that are very similar, where you don't always see them, but you can definitely see the effect, and they're there and they're real. We're gonna show some really neat things. So let's cut over to that and get started. All right, and here we go. We're ready to do our science experiment with ultraviolet light. So let's get started. Before we do that, we're actually going to read Psalm 23 again, so that everybody remembers what we're talking about. Go ahead, Micah.
The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. He gives me rest in green pastures. He leads me to calm water. He gives me new strength for the good of His name. He leads me on the paths that are right. Even if I walk through the dark valley, I will not be afraid, because You are with me. Your rod and Your shepherd's staff comfort me. You prepare a meal for me in front of my enemies. You pour oil of blessings on my head. You give more than I can hold. Surely Your goodness and love will be with me all my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever.
Sweet. Thanks, Micah. All right, so let's get started. So what we have here is three little scientists who are going to do an experiment for us, and we're going to show that in nature, a lot of times there are things going on that we don't see, just like how God blesses us all the time, even when we don't notice. So right here, we've got these really cool beads, and what I want you guys to do is you're going to take these special flashlights. Don't turn them on yet, okay?
Don't shine them at your face.
Don't shine them at your face. Now, these special flashlights let out a special kind of light, and even though you can see the light that it's showing from the flashlight, it also gives out a different kind of light that you can't see, and it's the same kind of light that the sun gives out. It's called ultraviolet. It's ultraviolet.
Why can't you see the sun?
Well, the sun gives out regular light that you can see, but it also gives out ultraviolet light, just like these flashlights. So what I want you to do is I want you to shine those flashlights on the white beads and see what happens. Okay, shine them on there.
Turns blue. Wait. It's turning purple. Wait, what? Shine the lights at it. It'll cause it to turn purple. Like, just move it around, Cora, like this.
So you know how you guys get sunburn if you stay out in the sun too long?
Yeah.
It's because the ultraviolet light is damaging your skin.
So ultraviolet light is the thing. Is the light that makes you.
That gives you sunburn.
So can I still touch it?
Yeah, you can touch them.
So
And so
we have colored beads now.
these are special beads that just change color when you shine ultraviolet light on them.
So if you want
But in the
colored
regular light, in normal light, like just the regular light, they don't change color. They just stay white. But when you shine ultraviolet light on them, they change colors.
How long did it take one bead to change?
I don't know. That would be a really good experiment to try. All right, so we're going to try another thing with ultraviolet light. So ultraviolet light is really neat because it affects things like this, even though we can't see it, but it also shows us things that we normally can't see. And I'll give you an example. All right, so there's this stuff right here. This is a special powder that what you do is you dust this powder on things, and you can't see it. If it's fine enough, you can't see the powder unless you shine the ultraviolet light on it. And what this is used for is actually to see how germs are spread. So let me give you an example. I took some of this earlier and I put it on my hands, and you can't see, there's nothing on, you can't see what's on my hands, but then shine the light on it.
Oh wow! Oh my!
Do you see all of that? Micah, can you shine your light on there?
Whoa!
Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So again, in the regular light, you can't see it, but then you shine this light on it and you can see it. And what they make this stuff for is actually to show how germs spread. So you take this and you dust it on things, and then you can't see it and people touch it, and then you shine the ultraviolet light on it, you can see it. Micah, can you show, oh, you have a little on your hands?
I have a little.
Oh, that's funny. All right, you know why? Because I put some on the Bible. Can you shine the light on there? You know what? Let me actually turn off the overhead light, and you can see it even better.
Oh,
look at that.
Dun dun dun.
So you're getting germs all over you.
Oh, Dad. So if you like you rob someone, they put this dust everywhere, and you can't see it. You rob someone. All right. They go check somebody's
That's true.
fingerprints.
Yep.
And they look at everybody's hands.
Yep.
It's a fingerprint.
Isn't that amazing? So again, there are things in nature, and like ultraviolet light, that you can't always see, but they're always there, and they can affect things around us, and they can also show us things that we don't normally notice. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
All right, we're gonna look at one more thing, but we got to go over to the living room to do that. So let's go over there, okay? All right, so we're going to show one more really cool thing. So we looked at ultraviolet light, which again, we can see things that we normally can't see, and we can't see ultraviolet light. There's another kind of light that we also can't see, but is very, very useful. It's called infrared light, and we're going to show an example of that right now. So you can see we've got all the lights on, and everybody can see everything, and it's awesome. But what happens if we turn off all of the lights? Well, let's give it a try now. Now, what we also have here, and I'll kind of turn the thing here to show you guys, is we have a camera right there. And that camera has little lights in it that are infrared lights. And what those are, that's a kind of light that, again, we cannot see, but other things can. And we have a special camera here, you can see, that's able to see infrared light. So we're going to see what happens when we turn off the lights. And we're going to see what happens. All right, let me just move over here. We're going to turn all these lights off. Okay, and all off. Now look, can't see anything over there, right? But look at this. The camera, oh, what happened? It's got to adjust. The camera is able to see. Hey, there's a Noelle over there. So over here you can't see anything, it's completely pitch black, but the camera is able to see everything because it can see infrared light, and it has little infrared lights on it that are shining like a flashlight, and we can kind of see them. So if we turn back over here again, you can see those infrared lights, so you can see the glow, but it doesn't shine very bright. And we can't see it shine over here, but again, the computer can see it because it has a special camera that's able to see it. That over there? No, that's just that's like a little indicator light.
So is infrared
Infrared can actually damage your eyes, so you have to be careful. You never want to point an infrared flashlight or an infrared or UV light at your eyes.
What happened? What happened?
You can damage your eyes. That's why you don't look at the sun too. All right, good job, guys.